Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are drafting Final Fantasy. Set's finally out on Arena. I've already done a few drafts. Set is pretty great, and I'm trying to get as good as possible before MagicCon Vegas, where I'll be participating in hopefully one, but perhaps two PTQs that are going to be Final Fantasy sealed, cut to a day 2 draft. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's see how long the queue lasts. Well, maybe by the power of editing magic, we will get to the end. Well, okay. Overall, I think the set, it's fairly linear, maybe a bit more so than other sets of the recent past. But, I mean, it's definitely not as splish-splashy as, like, TDM was, because, like, on average, you would end up in soup maybe, like, 30-40% of the time or something like that. But in this set, that you can kind of end up in that multicolor space, especially if you're base green, but that's not always the case. But I don't know. This set's good. I have never played a Final Fantasy game, so I do not know any cards. Or, sorry, I don't know any of the characters. But, I mean, I think the mechanics are great. I'm having a good time with the set so far. So anyway, we're just gonna jump right in, open a bomb. Boom. Ooh, prime time. Well, yeah, we all know this guy. Oh, Astral Titan, or Primeval Titan. So, 6/6 Trampler. When it enters or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That's pretty broken. Yeah, I mean, that's probably just the pick. What else have we got in this pack? So we have... I'm just going to try to take as much time as possible to talk over as many of the cards as possible, since this is a brand new format and all of that. So, we've got Masamune, which, again... Sorry if I'm butchering any pronunciations. I don't really think this card's great. The problem is it's kind of cool. Give first strike and must be blocked, but you need a big creature to make this work because it doesn't give like +3/+0 or something like that. So not the biggest fan. And then the whole dying trigger, whatever, doesn't matter. Adelbert Steiner is a super great 2-drop for the any equipment deck, basically any white deck, because you're going to have some of the job select. Summon Shiva. I think blue is among the weaker colors in the format, but this card is very good. There's a lot of other cards. Vein's Treachery, Summon Fat Chocobo, those are good too. Anyway, we're moving on. All right, so now we have Laboratory Maniac. Probably not taking that. I'm more interested in... so I think we have a few different options we can go. We can go Suplex, which is fine. This being sorcery, it's 2 mana... It's basically sorcery speed of Braid, except it exiles. The card's fine. I think the problem is, well, the sorcery speed. It is a little too slow. 3 damage it's fine, but it doesn't quite kill everything you want. You're much more interested in Thunder Magic, generally speaking. So I think we're going to be taking either Side Quest Hunt the Mark, good removal spell that buys itself back at least a little bit with the mana, and then you just follow it up, kill a couple things in the following turns, you get Yasmat, and which is a pretty real threat. But I'm just going to take Cloud of Darkness here. I think this card is pretty good. 5 mana 3/3 flyer, and then when it enters, target creature and opponent controls gets -X/-X, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. So yeah, that's a super solid card there. Splashable too. And it's a good thing because now we have a couple choices. So there's a Summon Anima if we just wanted to stick with like black-green. I think this card's fine. 6 mana 4/4 is one of these enchantment saga creatures. So it basically has an expiration date. For the first 3 chapters, as menace, for the first 3 chapters, you draw a card, lose a life. So it's, that's pretty good. Draw 3, lose 3. But then, and then chapter 4, and it sacks itself, but then the opponent sacks a creature and they lose 3 life. So that's pretty good. But we're just going to take Thunder Magic. This card is so good. So it's one of these tiered instances. So for a single mana, you can either deal 2 damage, or for 4 total mana, deal 4, or for 7, deal 8. Just to creatures. But extremely versatile. There's a lot of other good cards in that pack too. Oh man. But yeah, no, super happy to take a Thunder Magic. And then we just get to follow that up here, I think just with the town. Gongaga. I know no Final Fantasy things. But yeah, so this is totally great with our start. One card I do want to mention that I think is, very underrated card right now. Weapons Vendor, 4 mana 2/2. When it enters draw, so right off the bat, that's fine. That's like not bad in this format. And then second of all, on combat on the beginning of combat, if you control an equipment, you can pay 1 mana, and then you can equip an equipment to a creature you control. So one of the main things in this format is the job select equipments, which have very high equip cost, but they come with a body. So Weapons Vendor allowing you to cheat on that is really, really strong. But I think given our start, I'm totally fine taking the town here. And now I just get to follow it up with a solid removal spell with Chocobo Kick. It is a punch, but you can have a kicker. You can return a land you control to its hand. And if you do that, the creature you control deals twice that much damage instead. Totally reasonable. Gonna take it as some like minor synergies, but and it also has a thing like, say it's turn 4 and you missed your 5th land drop. This can essentially quote unquote give you your 5th land, something like that. That's a little marginal. I mean, the card's just fine on its own. Okay. Ooh, there's a Sephiroth's Intervention. There's another Gongaga. Sephiroth's Intervention is a totally solid removal spell. Just kill anything, but we are definitely going to take Balam T-Rexar. I think this card's pretty incredible. So there's a full cycle of these like land cyclers, all for 2 mana. This one is by far the best. 6 mana 6/6 with trample, and when it enters you gain 3 life. So this card would probably be the best in the cycle if you took any one of its 3 abilities away. I guess if you took the 4 cycling ability away, it wouldn't be in the cycle, but whatever. We would play this card if you took away any of its 3 abilities. But they gave it all 3. This card is ridiculous. So very strong. Ooh, okay. So now we have a couple choices. We could take another town for the fixing, but I think we're just going to take X Death. This is a great card as well. So it's 1 black green for a 3/3. When it enters, you gain 3. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 6 more permanent cards in your graveyard, transform X Death, and then it becomes the X3 where Trampler, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard, which is solid. Honestly, you're pretty much just happy with a 3 mana 3/3 that gains you 3 life. Great way to survive against the aggressive strategies. So yeah, definitely happy to take that here. Oh, perfect. Black-red land to help splash the Thunder Magic. Also, I am not opposed to taking Resentful Revelation. It's a 2 mana sorcery. Look at the top. It's like Anticipate. Look at the top 3, but you put them others into your graveyard. And there's some, obviously we have some graveyard synergies with our black-green signposts. And you can flash it back for 7. This card's totally solid. I wouldn't mind taking that, but I think the possibility of playing a Thunder Magic kind of outweighs that. So we're going to take the Vector here. Oh, nice. We get a Summon Fat Chocobo on the wheel. This card's also great. Another one of these enchantment sagas. So first chapter, you get a 2/2. One of these birds that when the lands enter, the token gets +1/+0. Totally solid. And then for 2, 3, and 4, all your board gets trample. So as long as you build up a good board, you start slamming with the Fat Chocobo, you can do some damage. And the birds are like real threats because they're essentially 3/2s a lot of the time. Okay, so here we have the option between another town if we wanted to maybe do a little bit more splashing, or I think I'm just going to take a Gishal Greens. It's basically a 2 mana make a bird, but then you flash it back for 7. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, especially because our curve right now is a little, we don't really have enough cheap plays. If that was like a Jund land, then I probably would have taken it. Ooh, Call the Mountain Chocobo Wield. I do like that. But I also like Namazu Trader. It looks like we're more black-green based. So 4 mana 3/4, it enters, you lose a life and make a treasure. And then whenever it attacks, you can sacrifice another creature or artifact and then surveil 2. I think that's totally solid in like this style of deck. Ooh, we wield, this is one of those bonus sheet cards. I don't know what they call it exactly, but it's Nature's Claim. So you will see one of these every 3 play boosters, I believe. Nature's Claim is probably a solid sideboard card. Take this little guy, Laporet Scout. I'm not completely opposed to playing Adventures In. It's a town. It's colorless, but it gains you 2 life. We could probably do better. All right, what do we get in our next pack? Ooh, this pack leaves a little bit to be desired. I could take Resentful Revelation. I could also take this side quest, Raise a Chocobo. It's a 2 mana enchantment, makes a a bird. But then at the beginning of your first main phase, if you have 4 more birds, you transform it into another bird, but it gets you a land and puts it onto the battlefield, and it has that same bird text. So I'm not opposed to that. Resentful Revelation is also, it's solid. I feel like we can get more, and it, it's really hard to flip, very hard to flip this, but I'm happy with a 2 mana 2/2 that kind of grows into a 3/2 half the time when you're attacking. And I don't know, we can flip it, and we can currently flip it in this deck. If we play all of our bird cards. Ooh. So we're not going to take it here, but Gilgamesh is very, very strong card. So when it enters or attacks, you look at the top 6 and you get any number of equipment and put them on the battlefield. You could basically equip one of them to him. Very, very good card, but we're not going to take that here. Let's see. I'm looking at Riona is very strong. 5 mana 4/4 comes with a 1/1, and when it attacks, you can pump something. Bard's Bow is one of these job select equipments, so it comes with a body, and it's like a 3/3 with reach. Looking at either Undercity Dire Rat or Heck Dies. These are both pretty solid. I think I'm going to lean for the Heck Dies. It's like a Ravenous Rat sort of thing going on. I mean, Dire Rat's totally serviceable as well. I'm not entirely sure on this pick. I think Heck Dies is fine. Okay. So I think I'm going to take Reach the Horizon. This is one of those variants 4 mana get 2 lands. And I think in some formats, this is just way too damn slow. But this feels like the kind of deck where we can just stay alive early, playing some stuff that gains life, let them get rid of a card, and you get to defend, some 2-drops, removal spells, whatever. And then eventually you just play this, and then you slam like a T-Rex or a Prime Time, and you just kind of go to town. That was kind of, I didn't see the joke there, but you get anyway, yeah, we're going to take this. I think you could also take the Grand Pulse Ochu. It's like a 1 mana 1/1 Death Touch. Ooh, awesome. We get past Summon Fenrir. I think this is the best uncommon in the set. 3 mana 3/2 Saga creature. Chapter 1, get a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Chapter 2, your next creature spell that you cast this turn gets an additional counter. And then Chapter 3, before it sacks, it checks to see if you have a creature with the greatest or tied for the greatest power. And if you do, you draw a card. So oftentimes, you will play like Fenrir, play a 5-drop on the next turn, and then draw a card. It's really, really good. So Summon Fenrir is great. Okay, so now we had to make a choice. We could take either Sephiroth's Intervention, or we take Omega Heartless Evolution. So this is like a 7 mana 8/8. When it enters, for each opponent, tap up to 1 target non-land permanent that opponent controls, and put X stun counters on it, and you gain X life for X number of non-basics. I think this card is very strong. There's also Summon Anima. This is a tough pick. I might want the Sephiroth's Intervention a little bit more than I want Omega. I think Sephiroth's Intervention. I could see that being wrong. I could see maybe just going a little bit better on the towns and just, go from there. Okay. Anyway, here I'm going to take Town Greeter over Resentful Revelation. This is a 2 mana 1/1. When it enters, mill 4, and you can put a land card from among them into your hand. But if you put a town, you gain 2 life. So this doesn't have the buyout that a lot of these things usually have, where if you miss, it becomes a 2/2 or something. But I still think this card is fairly solid. Just a 2 mana card that can hopefully draw a card. Oh, nice. We get an Omega anyway. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. So we will go ahead and take that here. This Relentless XATM 092 guy, it's like a 6 mana 6/5 Super Menace. And you can pay 8 mana to return to the battlefield tapped with a Finality counter. I think that card's fine, but it's kind of easily beatable. I don't know. It's fine. We're just gonna take Omega. Ooh, perfect. Now we get Gubu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Gubu Gardener. It's just a 2 mana 1/3 tap to add green. Absolutely great. If you go turn 2, imagine this: turn 2 Gardener, turn 3 Reach the Horizon. turn 4 prime time. That's gross. All right, let's get this boy. Okay. There's gold saucer. I'm not entirely convinced this is good. I think I just take fight on, because if we're gonna be milling ourselves with like as stuff dies in the game, or we mill ourselves with town greeter, we might want to buy back some bombs. So I think having like a 1 of fight on, it's just like one of these like 3 mana instants that you buy back, you raise dead 2 creatures. Okay, we have a commune with beavers. I'm gonna take Bard's Bow here just as a defensive card. Oftentimes you can just die in the air, so it's nice to have something with reach. Reno and Rude is a really cool card. It's kind of like a mini Ragavan, but you need like expendable bodies. I'd rather play that in like black, white. Okay, there's nothing really here for us. I guess for signaling purposes, I'll take the green card, but I'm not inclined to want to play it. Oh, perfect. We wield the blue-green town. Absolutely perfect for our Omega. Very nice. This is a cool card. Barrett Wallace for the equipment deck. 4/4 with reach. Whenever it attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control the defending player. So I'll like the job select stuff. I think that's pretty strong. Probably not for this deck, though. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, Ragavan. Like, actually Ragavan. So it's Zidane Tribal. It's just a reskin of Ragavan. I'm not inclined to want to splash a Ragavan. If Ragavan were like our base color, then yeah, sure. Here, honestly, I think I'm just going to take a black-green land and just have like perfect Jund fixing. Albed Salvagers it's basically a Blood Artist variant, which is solid, but I think our deck's already pretty good. So I think taking this here helps solidify the fixing a bit. Grand Pulse Ochu is also fine. Marlboro is like the black Swamp Cycler or Land Cycler. All right, what do we got here? Oh man, here's a really good card. We got Battle Menu. So Battle Menu is 2 mana, 1 and a white for an instant, 4 modes. Make a 2/2. Give a thing +0/+4 until end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Gain 4 life. Extremely versatile removal spell, which I might want to take here. Like, it's just such a strong card. There's also a Deadly Dispute. I guess we have some. You know what? I changed my mind. Battle Menu's great. We already have pretty good removal. Deadly Dispute goes great with our Heck Dies and our Town Greeter. So I think we're just going to go with that. Okay. Ooh, actually, I think this is probably the deck for it. I'm going to take Poo Poo UFO. I don't know what this is from, but it's a very funny sounding name. But basically, it's a 2 mana 0/4 flyer, which that stat line is surprisingly relevant and blocks pretty much everything in like the first 3 to 4 turns of the game. It can ramp you, and it can like help you play towns and like not get punished for playing them tapped or whatever. And it puts you're putting a basic in, it puts in an untapped. And then for 3 mana, you could turn this into like a 2/4 or a 3/4 and just repeatedly smack them in the face. I think that's like completely solid. All right, there's another side quest, but I think I would want to take either Fat Chocobo or maybe a Corner by Black Mages as a removal spell. It's a 1 black. They sack a thing, and then you make one of these 0/1 wizards that pings them whenever you cast a non-creature. I think I just want another Fat Chocobo here, just to fill out like this section of the curve, because our cheap end is covered, which is good. But in these decks, you do need a little bit of a top end. Okay, so now we have another choice. We could take another land, or we could go with Prisha's Wanderings, which is also kind of like fixing. It's ramp as well, and then it also puts a counter. It also can search for a town, which is really cool, and put a counter on target creature. I feel inclined to want to take just a blue-black dual land, solidify the Omega fixing, and now we're pretty set on towns, and we really don't have to take anymore. Okay, here I mean, I do like the Gubu Gardener, but getting another X-Death feels very solid here. This is a great pack. This is definitely one where it's like, take pack, end draft, move on to next. Or like, end the draft. This is really solid. Okay, so we're going to take X-Death here. Okay. None of these cards I'm that interested in. Evil Reawakened is interesting in that you get to rebuy a creature or animate dead a creature, but it comes with 2 counters on it. So theoretically, you could cycle the T-Rexar and then bring it back with counters. I'm not too sure about it. We'll see. We might want to play that. Okay, there's another town, but man, we're just gonna definitely slam another T-Rex. I think that's totally solid, and we'll have to make a cut or something, but that's fine. I'm not too worried. This is definitely the kind of stabilizing card you want. Another card I want to shout out very quickly, Samurai's Katana. It's one of these drop selects. It's basically a 3-mana 3/3 with Trample Haste. Card's very good. Don't sleep on it. Ooh, Grand Pulse Ochu. I'm kind of glad we got one of those. We'd probably play it. Oh, wow. We wield Omega. I don't think we need to play 2. This is definitely interesting. We're gonna need to definitely make some cuts. We'll figure it out. I think we take another Omega. I don't know if we play it though. Another Chocobo Kick. It's fine with a Death Toucher, but gets a little worse. Okay, Resentful Revelation. I don't think we need. Oh, we wield Apprecia's Wanderings. That's actually pretty good. Okay, pretty solid draft overall. So now it's time to make some cuts. Okay, I think our red fixing is basically perfect. So I do like playing the Thunder Magic, because you can also think of it as like a 4-mana removal spell or an 8-mana removal spell. Like, it fits so well into the curve, easily splashable. I'm not opposed to playing it here. So what are we going to cut? I think we just go ahead and cut the side quest. I don't think that's really worth doing. And then I think we don't really need to fight on. Like, yes, if we mill stuff with the Town Greeter, that's sure we might want to buy something back. But honestly, I mean, if we just slam more bombs, right? What's the big deal? We could cut Gishal Greens. I could see that being a cut, because we're definitely not aggroing them out. That's certainly not what we're doing here. We have a decent amount of creatures. We could maybe cut one. Like, maybe we cut one of the Omegas. It's pretty good at stabilizing. We have 5 towns. So on average, it might gain us like 2 or 2.5, 3 life. I could see cutting one. Like, we have plenty of top end. Actually, the Balam T-Rex Heart kind of does that too. Sure, let's cut 1 Omega. I think that's reasonable. And then I know Gishal Greens is basically a 2-drop and a 7-drop, sort of. But I feel better about all of our other cards. Maybe one of the Fat Chocobos, because you kind of want to be attacking with this thing for the most part for it to get its value. It's solid to get 2 bodies though. Yeah, you know what? I think we're just gonna cut the Gishal Greens. I'm not sure if that's completely correct, but anyway, yeah, this deck looks pretty sweet. So I think this is probably the right build. I mean, it's best of 3 too, so we can make some sideboarding changes, whatever, depending on what we see. Like, if we just need early drops, we can side back in the Gishal Greens and the Razor Chocobo and cut some of the middling stuff, or like the Reach the Horizon. That could be an easy cut. But I think the game plan here is going to be like, play a ramp spell, either Poo Poo UFO or Gubu Gardener, go Reach the Horizon, and play 6-drop. That sounds pretty strong. So I think we're going to run it like this, and I'll see you for the matches. All right, we're playing against Neticare, and our hand is unfortunately going to be a mulligan. It just has too many green cards, no green lands. This hand is a little sus, but we're going to keep it. I think we just put back a swamp, And then, okay, we are good on fixing. Great. Fantastic. No problems here. I would like to draw little to no more lands for the rest of the game. I want to draw some actual spells. Ooh, Ultros. So this is a 2-mana 2/1. Hold on, let's get down our heck dice. 2-mana 2/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, you tap a creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 8 mana was spent to cast it, you put 8 counters on it. So it's like fairly solid, I guess. But anyway, it's just kind of sitting here doing nothing. All right. I kind of want to Chocobo kick this thing, honestly. Yeah, we're not really doing too much else. I don't typically like this, but it just seems like this has the potential to do a little bit of work once they hit 4 mana. Yeah. I mean, because we're not Chocobo kicking that. All right, we basically just need to like survive. Survive and play an Omega, and then we should be Gucci. Okay, another Rook turret. We're gonna kill this one in response. I just don't want them to get value. Gain some life. We definitely need to draw some non-lands. Non-land. Ooh, excellent. All right, let's play X-Death. Fairly solid. Gain 3 life. No permanents in the graveyard at the moment, but that can easily be fixed. Opponents also only have 3 cards in hand, so I'm not too worried. Okay, Sleep Magic. What is this? Enchant creature, tap enchanted creature, doesn't untap. If it's dealt damage, sack. Okay. All right, so another land, but we're probably just going to slam Omega next turn and gain some life and have a big 8/8 beater. I think that's good. Ideally, they play some kind of sort of inconsequential 6-drop. Okay. Well, now I'm a little worried about a counter spell. I could just jam. Yeah, I think I'm just going to jam, and then I'm just going to really hope and pray they don't have a counter spell. It's very possible, of course. If this hits, I mean, we're in great shape to just maybe take over the game from here. Oh my god, it landed. Yeah, that's awesome. Put a stun counter on this, gain a life, get an 8/8 body. Okay, what do they got? Battlement. Sure, blow it up. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, this doesn't get untapped. We can Thunder Magic it away next turn. Iron Giant. Well, good thing we have, if we draw a land, we can kill it. Oh, no, wait, this costs 7 mana. We just kill it immediately. Goodbye. Wait, what? Oh, no, we can't. Shoot. We only have 1 red source. Oh, that's pretty bad. All right, let's play this Poo-Poo UFO. Thankfully, I mean, this thing's going to smack us a little bit, but the UFO holds back the Rook turret. And hopefully we just find another red source eventually. It's looking a little rough. Hopefully we can draw something to get us out of here. All right, Paladin's Arms. Yeah, this is not looking great. We definitely need to draw one of our bombs. Or, again, another red source wouldn't hurt too. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, that's another red source. It's going to take a while, but we'll do that. Let's get a... How are we doing on black? Let's get the black land. Okay, cool. So next turn... Oh, so the great thing here is that we can actually grow the UFO to a 3/3, 3/4. So they actually cannot attack with the Rook turret or the Paladin's Arms. And then I think the UFO just sort of takes over here. Oh, well, that's slightly annoying. Okay. Make this a 3/4. I mean, I guess we just have to take 11, unfortunately. So let's just block here. If we draw, I think my best draw is actually probably a town, because then I can make this a 4/4, block the Rook turret. Because as it stands, that was pretty bad. All right. Well, let's kill this thing. Let's play around a counterspell, I guess. Deal 8 damage. Do they have a counterspell here to deal with this? Counter removal. Ice magic. I mean, they missed lethal because all they had to do was bounce the... I mean, we'll keep playing. All they had to do was wait till end step, bounce the UFO, attack me for game. It's really important that you don't miss these things when you're playing. Sometimes people get so tunnel visioned into certain... Like, we lose this game, that's okay. Sometimes you just get so tunnel visioned into certain plays, you just make them, and then you don't think about the consequences of your actions. Okay, so yeah, we do this, and then it dies, and then we take our draw step and we lose the game. Oh, that was the wrong order there. That's okay. Okay, no worries. So, a little bit unfortunate game. So, let's see. We can probably... I mean, we have a deadly dispute, so there's definitely some good draws there that we could have had. Another Omega couldn't hurt to just deal with the big stuff. Maybe we like that over... yeah, maybe over a Fat Choke. You know what? I think it should be second Omega over Fat Chocobo number 1, because the Fat Chocobo is going to have some difficulties getting in. So I think I'd much rather just play another big old threat. All right, playing first. Oh, this hand. This is a good one. Very strong. So hopefully we draw a 2-drop. I would love a 2-drop, but if we don't get one, it's fine. Okay, totally reasonable. I guess we have a 2-drop in the hand, but we're definitely gonna hold this. We're definitely going to play Fenrir next turn. Just try to ramp. Curl. So this is a 2-mana 2/2 and pay 1 white. Tap target non-enchantment creature. Ooh, poo-poo UFO. Alright, let's go here. Fenrir. Grab a mountain in case we draw a Thunder Magic. And then next turn, we're going to go UFO into Bard's Bow. We're just going to go ahead and take this. The Fenrir gives us a lot more value. All right, Dragoon's Wyvern, sure. So it's a 2/1, makes 1/1. Totally reasonable. Another T-Rex, very cool. So we definitely need to find a land next turn. But we get to play the UFO. Comes a 1/5. And then we get to play the Bard's Bow. And then we just pass. So currently we have the strongest creature on the board at 3 power. So we will draw a card. We're still going to draw a card because it's tied for the first power. Okay, so we do get to draw. Hit a land? That's not a land. Not a land, which is unfortunate. I could cycle a T-Rex. I think I'm just going to go... Yeah, no, I'm just going to go Town Greeter. Much more likely we'll hit something. There's a land, perfect. Get a town, gain life, play this, play this. And I believe we just pass. I don't think there's really a need to attack here. Like, I could have attacked with the 3/3, but I just don't think that's necessary. I think the goal here is to just slam banger after banger. All right, another curl. All right. Yeah, they don't really have any attacks. Okay, so we'll go to our turn. Another land. Wow, this UFO is going to get huge. All right, so what we're going to do here. I think we're going to start with going to combat, hit them for... Let's bait out something here. They probably just take this, I imagine. Okay, I'm willing to take this trade. I think that's completely reasonable. All right, I think it's just time to try to slam the prime time. Very nice. I will search for 2 lands, thank you. Well, yes, I will grab my tap lands. Okay, we now have all the tap lands. We have every town in our deck. This thing is going to be a beast. This thing is going to be a 6/5. Like on every turn. Oh, it's so sick. We could just start attacking. Okay, Sid. So Heroes get whatever. It doesn't matter. We're doing great. Okay. So go to my turn. Okay, there's an X death. Very cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can play both. That's so sick. All right. I think we go to combat. Or actually, I think I'd rather just do this. Like, we get to slam for so much damage. So let's go to combat. Attack with Prime Time and UFO. Trigger the Titan. Get more lands out of our deck. Yeah, okay. This is where the game becomes, I think, insurmountable for our opponent to ever come back. They're probably going to double block the Titan, and I'm like totally okay with that. Sure. This is fine by me. This thing gave me such incredible value. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, sure. I think I'm gonna leave the Sid back. I'm just gonna kill the curls because that'll stop the poo-poo UFO. Okay, so let's do this. And then go to damage, and then we're gonna kill off the curls and the flyer, I think. Okay, and then we're just gonna slam a T-Rex. Now we're looking super great. And I don't really see them coming back from this. Okay, summon Shiva. So they're probably going to I think they have to tap down the UFO. Ha! To tap down the UFO. That's hilarious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't attack their opponent. Ooh, Omega. That's pretty good. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands. Also strong. Yeah, let's just play this. Tap this. This is gonna die eventually. Let's just tap this down. Put a bunch of stun counters on it, and then go to combat. Slam for 6. I mean, they're not gonna block. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, and then we'll just play X Death. Gain some life. All right. I mean, we're doing super great here. They're going to tap down something. I really don't want them to draw too many cards, but we might be at the point where they have to tap down the UFO again. I'm telling you, man, the UFO is pretty good. Ooh, Auracite. All right. It's a little bit of an issue. Sure. Totally reasonable. All right. I mean, we can basically force them into... Ooh, another X Death. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this costs 8. It's quite a lot. But we can make it 5. So if we swing out, we just swing out, and then they're forced to block like here. They take 3, 4. Like, can I make sure their Shiva dies? Or can they just like block X Death? Block here, they take 7. Oh, so close. I don't really want them to... Oh, I guess I could also Bard's Bow. Oh, wait, if I Bard's Bow onto the T-Rex, that's 8 total trample damage. So then they're forced to block with at least one of them. And they block here, they take 6. Oh, yeah, that's the move. That's the move. So we do this. And then we go to combat, and then we swing out. So now they are forced, unless they have interaction. If they have interaction, that's kind of bad. But restoration magic. Oh, they gain 3 life. Oh, it gains indestructible? Oh, shoot. Yikes. All right, that's a little bit of a problem. So yeah, they get to draw a lot of cards. At least their Shiva's going bye-bye. Okay, well, we get to play another X Death, so I'm okay with that. Okay, interesting. They wanted to keep their T-Rex. All right. Well, we will play our second X Death, gain life, and then flip, and then it becomes a 6/3 with trample. They do draw 3 cards. So let's see if they can find like a... Maybe, I mean, it has to be like a board wipe or something. Otherwise, we're just gonna slam and jam with a bunch of tramplers and our ginormous UFO, and we should be totally fine. Awesome. Okay, on to game 3 then. Do I want to make any changes? Not not really. I mean, sometimes it would be nice if I could get a little bit more card advantage, but again, the Deadly Dispute pretty much does that. And then the quote unquote card advantage would be our ramp, like with the Reach the Horizon. If we can ever find our Cloud of Darkness, like at any point and kill a thing, that would be pretty sweet. But yeah, I think that game just kind of solidified the greatness of prime time, as if, we really needed to do that again. Okay, I think this hand's serviceable. A little slow, but it can, yeah, taking a mulligan too. Okay, we're on the draw, so hopefully we can draw 2-drop. We can go X Death, maybe either kill a thing or just ramp, and hopefully by then we've drawn one of our 6 or 7 drops. Wow, that's a lot of towns. Let's just play the, I guess, the red green land. I'm gonna play the red green land in case I draw. Oh, perfect. What was I gonna say? I already forgot my train of thought. But I was gonna say in case I drew Thunder Magic. That was it. That's all. It's not that big of a deal. Wow, opponent's doing nothing. I like that. All right, we're just gonna, play X Death, counterspell. I'm okay with you countering this. Okay. So this is Swallowed by Leviathan. So choose target spell, surveil 2, then counter the spell unless its controller pays 1 for each card in your graveyard. So all they had to do was surveil 1. They've been both. They've been an Ultros and a Quistis. Quistis is like Snapcaster Mage, sort of. You can copy it. You can cast an instant or sorcery from any graveyard, so even the opponent's, which is pretty cool. All right, I think we're just going to take this opportunity while the shields are down, grab a couple of towns. Okay. So now we have no more tap lands left in the deck, which is nice. Oh, something interesting about Reach the Horizon. The lands have to be different names. So just a note, like if you're looking for double red, you can't get that, but that's fine. All right. Is it slamming Titan time into their open mana? It could be. It's so scary. Oh my goodness, it landed good. Well, yes, I'd love to search for 2 lands. All right, let's get a mountain and an island. And then play another tap land. All right. Okay, if we can just get in with this prime time like once and like take 2 more lands out of the deck, I think we should be fine. It's always scary casting a spell into the blue player's open mana, but hey, sometimes you just gotta jam. I think the alternative was just too bad. Like, what? You're just gonna hold it in hand for how long? And what are you gonna do? Sephiroth's Intervention, a Rook turret? What do I look like? An 0-2 drop? Anyway, opponent's definitely in a bind. I mean, they have answers, right? They have answers to this card. Whoa, they are just doing this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Eden. So 5 tap, mill 2 cards, then you can sack it, return another permanent. Okay. They get back Quistis, so they can rebuy an instant or sorcery, so they can get Ice Magic back, or the Swallow by Leviathan. So basically, I'm just not going to play this Sephiroth's Intervention, like, ever, because then they could just, like, get to 7 mana, play this, and kill it. So, yeah, not going to do that. Anyway, we're going to slam, get 2 more lands. We're basically at the point where we're not going to draw non-land, or we're not going to draw lands ever again. Now we have another premium threat with the Poo-Poo UFO. We'll save our removal. I think this is just insurmountable for the opponent. We definitely got super lucky that our primetime resolved, but that's why it's important in these ramp decks to have some sort of like, opponent doesn't want this excess to resolve. It's going to like hit them, So they had to counter, I imagine, because they probably didn't have anything else in the hand. But then they waste their counter on that, and then I'm able to fully resolve my Reach the Horizon, ramp to 7 mana or 6 mana, play primetime, profit. Now look. The opponent's quaking in their boots. Okay. This is going to be Quistis. And then, I mean, what do they buy? Like, what do they do? What are you going to do? Bounce my prime time? Look at what does this guy think he's doing? I mean, okay. Why, yes, I would love my creature with the premier. Yeah, no, they're never. No. All right. I'm having a good time. See you for the next. All right, we're playing against Sharper List, and we have won the die roll, so we will of course go first. Wow, there's a lot of premium cards in this hand, but no. If we even had one more land and we can cycle, it's just too risky. If we were on the draw, I might keep, but I'm gonna mull, obviously. Oh god. So I think this is a keep, and I put back Thunder Magic because it's a guaranteed like Bard's Bow on 3, and then most of our deck is, we have other black lands. This is not great. Like, this is definitely, oh, that's gonna die probably. Yeah, anyway, not a great situation, but it's also possible I probably should have held back. Yeah, I can hold back next turn. I guess it's not the end of the world. Look, the hand's definitely on the weaker side. Maybe we could have gone to 5, but I think a Bard's Bow is completely solid. Okay, if they're just going to do that, we're just going to do this. All right, grab a forest, and then we're going to go land into Bard's Bow. Okay, drawing the tap land there was a little annoying, but that's fine. It's not black anyway. Okay, we're going to play this, and then they can't even get through, so I think we will go ahead and poke them for 1, because they can't get through this 3/3 even if they play a land. So I feel fine just giving, like, they're probably not going to attack here. Terra. Okay, Terra, 3 mana, 4/2. You mill 5, and you put an enchantment card into the hand. And then you can pay 6 mana. Oh, they got the side quest, Raise a Chocobo. You can pay 6 mana, and then you do like a bunch of cool things, and it's very cool. Okay, definitely not in a great situation here. But I think, I mean, we can easily come back. It's not so insurmountable. We just have to be careful. This thing is gonna like come down and mess my stuff up. It just becomes a 6/6 flyer. Like, scary. Okay, there's X Death. All right, well, time to play a fat chocobo. Yay. Yeah, this is not looking great for us. We definitely need some lucky top decks for sure. Absolutely. I imagine it starts with the 4 mana Raise the Horizon or whatever it's called. We're a turn away from this flipping, and then it gets really bad. I guess I'll take another fat chocobo. That's not like completely terrible. But we're basically delaying the inevitable, and this is why Fat Chocobo is not the best card in this deck. Like, it's fine, it's make 2 bodies, but if they have anything that stonewalls me and you can't attack, you're basically just playing a creature with fading, which is not where you want to be. What the heck is this? Other permanents you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Well, now I have to win, right? This is just ridiculous. I mean, okay, sure, they have a ton of mana. To be honest, I guess I wish I had that on the battlefield right now. All right, what's my opponent gonna do? Play Gubu Gardener? Sure, that's fine. Okay, UFOs neat, I guess. Oh boy, man, we're just not doing great here. These fat chocobos are burning a hole in my pocket. But to be fair, even if we had another, what's it called? Another Omega, like, we can't play it. So we're kind of just at a standstill, but the opponent has the board breaker with this Terra. and then it just keeps like cycling itself. Luckily, the opponent is kind of stonewalled as well, but eventually, like, I'm about to lose a fat chocobo, then I'm about to lose the other. So a black source. Excellent. Okay. All right. I think we're doing okay. Get bird powers. All right. I mean, we definitely have to play more for the long game here. So what I'm going to do, I could kill this chocobo, but then I just get soloed by Terra. So what I'm going to do is wait for them to flip Terra and then react accordingly. And we're checking the chocobo with the Grand Pulse Ochu, so I'm not super worried right now. They don't seem to have a whole lot of like removal spells. Losing the fat chocobo is definitely going to hurt though, and I don't like it. Okay. I may want to fire off the intervent. I think I am. I think I'm just going to fire off this removal spell on the Terra immediately, just because it has the potential to flip, and I want to play X-Death next turn. I think that's the other thing. I don't like doing that. I'd rather tempo them out after they go to like, Town Greeter. I'd rather tempo them out after they spend the mana to flip, but it's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. We have the potential to flip Town Greeter immediately right now. Okay, awesome. Let's get another swamp. Play swamp. Get bird powers. We still have no attacks, which is fine. Play this. Gain 3 life. Go to end step. And we're looking pretty good. We flip this thing. The Saz's Chocobo is just kind of sitting there menacingly, which I don't like. We really need to... Oh, God, it's another one. All right, much less impressive now than one on turn 1, of course. Oh, they get to flip side quest? Oh, my God, they're doing things. Uh-oh. This is like a card advantage engine. Yikes. I mean, it's going to be it's unlikely for them to get 2 artifacts for a little while, but just we're sitting here. We're sitting here doing nothing, right? So, I'm not super excited about my current position. This Grand Pulse Ochu is doing so much work. Good job, buddy. You're doing a great job. Okay, another town. All right. I think we're just gonna start to apply a little bit of pressure. Like, just, we're kind of like poking them a little bit. Just gotta keep them honest. Gotta keep them honest. Just smack them in the face a little bit, Don't even worry about it. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a 4-turn clock. But don't tell them that. Okay, so they flip this into a chocobo. They get another land. The land is going to give these chocobos more counters. Okay. I mean, there's a lot going on here. But we have... Oh my God, they have so many chocobos. What's going on? Okay. Man, if they kill this Grand Pulse Ochu, the game is basically over. Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many birds. Look at how many birds there are. Thankfully, none of them fly, so I can just continue to poke them with my UFO. And that's fine. Boy, we're just really out here doing things. Okay, they're gonna attack with the Hilkigas. This seems like a really weird attack from the opponent. I don't like it. I feel like you can do much better. But hey, I'm not, again, I say this all the time. I'm not their mom. They can make whatever choices they want in their adult life. Assuming they're an adult. I mean, it's very likely. Okay, I don't really know what I'm saying. We're just gonna make blocks accordingly. Okay. I mean, what are the chances their last card's a trick? So I think these are obvious. I feel like we gotta block Hilgigas. This is just not doing anything. And then I could throw a couple of these boys in front of the black chocobo, but I don't think that's necessary. It's pretty rough. Like, we're just getting slammed for a lot on the following turn. Yeah, maybe we just stem the bleeding like a little bit here. Look, it's not great. This is not a good situation. We really need to draw some sort of board breaker right now. Oh, Cloud of Darkness. I'll take that. That's excellent. So, oh, and we still get to smack them for 4. I like that. Unfortunately, we cannot kill the big chocobo, but we can kill the small chocobo. And it also increases our clock. We killed this one. Pretty solid. All right, let's go to combat. Smack. Deal some damage. Okay. All right, I'm feeling good. Feeling good. This Grand Pulse Ochu. Oh, you're doing so much work. So much work. We also have 8 permanents, so this can legitimately become a real threat. Like, I can just turn it into a 9/9, which is still smaller than this chocobo. Oh, boy. Okay, Blazing Bomb. That is... Oh my god. Wait, that can kill the Grand Pulse. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. I think they're supposed to attack with the 2 smaller birds here. Pretty sure that's what they're supposed to do. Oh god. So now the Blazing Bomb can blow up. Yeah, equal to its power. Yep, I agree with this attack. Seems like a good one from the opponent. I basically can't block. I mean, I can block, but I really need to apply pressure here up top. So this is effectively a 2-turn clock now. We can go 5 and then 9. So yeah, I'm just not going to block here. And I need to keep the Grand Pulse Ochu alive to block the chocobo. So now I'm not able to pump mana into the Poo-Poo UFO anymore. Oh, solid. Wait a minute. Wait, that's excellent. So is there any way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. I was going to say, could I do this? So now I actually don't have to worry about it, which is good. So let's see. At this point, I don't even care about the little 2/2 birdies. Yeah, let's just do this. So let's do this. I guess technically it's better to do it this way. I don't know. So let's have the Grand Pulse Ochu kill Big Chocobo, because that's like the only thing that legitimately gets them out of this situation. And then hopefully they don't have an answer. They can't use the Blazing Bomb because it has Summoning Sickness. Opponent's just going to sit there. Come on. Excellent. Okay, so unfortunately, we cannot activate the Grand Pulse Ochu. That would be pretty sicko. But honestly, we just do this, and then we slam in for a bunch of damage. And then they're basically dead next turn. What a weird game that was. But we did manage to get there. I think the problem was my opponent played a Realm Reborn, which I think is complete and total garbage. So hopefully... I mean, okay, if they're able to kill Cloud of Darkness, then hopefully we draw a town, which makes this UFO lethal. Oh, there goes my UFO. Uh-oh. I mean, they have to. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We still have... Oh, no, wait, this might be death. Oh, wait, no, it's not. No, we're fine. We equip Bard's Bow to Cloud of Darkness and we win. Okay. Whew. Close one. Okay, I'm not going to mouse over it because they might see. I think... Yeah, I guess unfortunately there's no way for them to do it, deal with my, like, everything. Okay. Man, that was very close. I I don't think they have anything in the hand, or like they would have done it by now. I mean, hey, if your last piece of, oh my god, they have another A Realm Reborn. Oh, what? Wow, not only do they have one A Realm Reborn in hand, they have two A Realm Reborns in hand. You can't make this stuff up. It's this doesn't have reach, right? Okay, good. Times two. Times two. Oh my gosh. We almost lost that game. All right. All right. All right. I think we're just going to get rid of the Fat Chocobo, put the Omega in. I think after this game, I'm just going to make that swap for game one. But yeah. Anyway, this looks fine. I'm just going to leave it as is. All right. Let's see if we can win this 2-0. Yeah, it's obviously it's land heavy, but these spells are pretty strong, so I am going to keep it. And then again, I'm a little more interested. Oh, I didn't want to see it land there. That's not what I wanted to see. But obviously, I'd rather be a little land heavier than a little land lighter, as opposed to like an aggro deck where you kind of want the opposite. This is okay. This is too much, though. Of course, like we definitely need to stop drawing lands. We'll use Fenrir, of course, to get a land out of the deck. Okay, there's the Gardener. Gardener on 2 is definitely scary because now they can play like a 4-drop. So if they go like Call the Mountain Chocobo right now, that's totally fine. They didn't add to the board. Ooh, Bard's Bow. All right, let's just play this. Play this. We'll grab a... I think we'll just grab a mountain while we have the chance, because we are already good on black and green. And so just in case we get to that situation like we had in the first match where we want to fully cost play a Thunder Magic and then we don't have double red. So just thinking about that. So Blazing Bomb, sure. All right, if you really want to kill Fenrir, man, I don't care. Do what you want. Do what you want. Okay, cool. No attacks. Oh, that's an Astral Titan, or Primeval Titan, excuse me. All right, unfortunately we don't have a 5-drop we can play, but we're just going to play X-Death. We're playing the X-Death here, of course, because it is a creature, and therefore gets a power boost from the Summon Fenrir, as opposed to the Bard's Bow, which it's kind of like a creature, but it itself is an equipment, so, you know, it's important. We will not attack with a Fenrir, and we are doing great. So, I mean, if they really want, they can, like, grow their bomb and then kill my Fenrir, and so I lose a card. Okay, Hilgigas. Yeah, I'm going to block that. I'm going to block that. This cannot be your attack. Okay. Yeah, we're blocking. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Why don't I just keep it around? Oh, wait, no. Then the bomb kills it. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah. I guess that would have been okay. Maybe that was the play. Because then it keeps the Titan. I don't know. That was a little weird. Anyway, we drew a card. That's pretty good. Let's get Prime Time down. I think either of those options would have been okay. Because right now the bomb's not really doing too much. What do we need more of? We're good on blue. I guess we could get like one blue land. And then a red, green. Oh, no, we're good on. Let's just get black. Yeah. We're fine. Yeah, because they would have had their 5/4 right now. But then they would have not had bird plus bomb. I guess... Okay, now they just have another Hilgigas, which is pretty annoying, actually. I guess I take this, because it's the same situation. I don't want to just lose my prime time. This thing represents a ton of value. Oh, perfect. That was pretty strong. All right, let's attack first. Get more lands out of the deck. Get our towns. Okay, that That's, you know, this has trample, right? All right, anyway. Okay, we do that, and then we chocobo kick here to here. So now they really can't ever come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just play creatures. Like, I obviously don't need to get more lands out of the deck because we have the prime time just getting all of our lands. Yeah. All right. I think this feels one of those moments in the game where the opponent just can never come back unless they play some. Oh. I stand corrected. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, now we can't grow the prime time. All right. I stand corrected. Hopefully we can kill the behemoth. Yeah, okay. Definitely rough. T-Rex is fine. T-Rex is fine. We can gain some life. We can play this. We can get more lands out of the deck. So we only have 3 more non-lands left. So we're doing okay. Now I can like triple block the behemoth maybe, and that would be okay. Opponent needs like 2 removal spells or like a massive pump spell on the behemoth to get out of this situation, so that I can't really attack. So we're sort of at a standstill. That's a little annoying, actually. I think I will, quote unquote, trade if they were to attack with the Hilgigas there. Wow, drawing a land there was kind of annoying. I'm not going to play it. I have so many lands. Yeah, we're just forced to pass. I was going to say, if they attacked with Hilgigas, I definitely would have blocked with the T-Rex and then traded that and their bomb for my Balam. But they didn't do that, so again, we're just at a standstill. It's basically whoever can draw the most non-lands from here wins. Oh, look, they're discarding their bad card, and then maybe they're going to draw 2 good cards. Who knows? Yeah, definitely need something like that. I would kill. I think the best card I could possibly draw right now is Deadly Dispute. All right, what happened? Oh god, this grew. I don't like that. This thing's a 3/3. It's kind of annoying. What does this do? So job select, 4 mana 1/1. Oh, Deadly Dispute. Anyway, this thing makes the thing a shaman, and then whenever it attacks you and put a creature. Yeah, these kind of effects are always so middling and limited. All right, perfect. So let's go Deadly Dispute, sack a treasure, draw 2 cards. Oh, those are nice cards. All right, let's play a land. Let's play this. And then I actually kind of want to attack with the prime time, because if they block with 7/7, I just make it into a, yeah. And then this basically, quote unquote, draws 2 more cards out of my deck. Okay, we literally have no more lands left in the deck. Like, literally. Oh god, does Precious Wandering still trigger? Wait a minute. Wait, that's concerning. If you fail to find, time to find out. Okay, all right, decline. Okay. Whew. All right, cool. I wasn't sure if that worked. I'm glad it did. All right, we're still in a great position. Now I can just start slamming with the T-Rexes. The Hilgigas is annoying. Unfortunately, they get to play out their Gishal Greens, trigger the bomb again, and then it becomes a 4/4, and then the 4/4 can like destroy my Namazu trader, which is a little annoying. Another, god, a Realm Reborn. Wow, good job, opponent. Again, the fact that these games have been close is kind of frustrating. Priest Wandering. You know this is an instant, right? Like, you just saw me use this card as an instant. I don't understand. What are you even doing here? What are we even doing? Also, shouldn't you put it on your Blazing Bomb so that way next turn you play your Gishal Greens, make this 6, and then use it to blow up a T-Rex? Sometimes they'll just make plays. They do be making plays out here. Okay, that's a non-land, but it's not a very good one. I still think I'm in a pretty good position to just attack with my boys. If they really want to trade their Hilgigas, they can. Also, if they take 12, they go to 4. Yeah, I'm totally okay with this. Wow. This is so bad. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious right now. Whoa, that's not what I want to do. Oh my gosh, that was so terrible. Some people, we out here on the streets of best of 3 Magic Arena draft. Anything's possible. Okay, they play a 7-mana 2/2. I think I can beat that. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. It's always fun to look at how much time they have eaten up 6 more minutes than me. This is, these are just the kinds of things you see in best of 3 sometimes. But that's okay. It's okay. Everyone is at different levels of their play experience. Okay, what did that do? Wow. Okay. They fought. Oh no, my 1-1, not my 1-1. Oh my gosh. What is this? Okay. All right. Oh look, a fat chocobo. Cool. All right, let's go to combat. Let's just swing out. And then we'll sacrifice this. We get to surveil 2. Yeah, I don't want Town Greeter. That's for sure. And then we play out the fat chocobo. Then we play this and we gain 5 life. It's all pretty much over. Like, you can basically just skip to the match 3 timestamp from this position. It's over, folks. It's over. Opponent is making blocks that make absolutely no sense. Wow, they just really, really, really don't want to take any trample damage. I can't tell you what's going on right now. Sure, man. Whatever. Play a fat chocobo. Their board's gone. Okay. This game's over. This game's over. We have lethal. And they concede. Okay. All right. That was the first game was surprisingly close. despite them playing like blank pieces of cardboard. Anyway, moving on to the finals. All right, we're playing against Scar 94. Ooh, we won the die roll again. Okay, I will say I'm pretty lucky. This hand's fine. It's got the combo of Grand Pulse plus Chocobo Kick, which is totally fine. We're going to start with the tap green land, so that way on our next turn we can go Grand Pulse plus another tap land. Just very unlikely they're going to play a 1-drop that I'm going to want a Chocobo Kick. Oh my gosh, it's prime time. All right, so we're going to do that. Okay, all we have to do is survive to turn 6 and also draw a couple of lands. Okay. Oh, Heck Die's perfect. Excellent. Okay, we're going to slam in for 1. Maybe they have removal. Nope. Okay. Heck Dies, do your thing. 1 for 1, my opponent. Yeah, obviously it's not great at, like, it's better in like the midpoint of the game where they only have a few cards in hand, but of course just playing a 2-mana 1/1. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Got a little bit of a roadblock here. I'm just going to pass. So, I'm pretty sure I have to fetch a forest here. It's just way too important to hit my 5th land drop. They're going to attack me for 2. I think this is fine. I'm at very healthy life total. So unless they play like a Mega Bomb end of turn, I'm not going to play Sephiroth's Intervent. Yeah, it's annoying, but we're fine. I'd much rather get to my prime time. That is much more important. Oh, Deadly Dispute. That is beautiful. That's very, very nice. I still think I don't need to waste the Chocobo kick yet. I think we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. And then we have the thought that if maybe they want to kill the Death Toucher for some reason, or we wait till end step and then we draw 2 cards, sack our Heck dies. Okay, they're just going to go and slam in with the boys. I think that's perfectly reasonable. We're still at a pretty healthy life total. Opponent has all their mana up, which I don't like. Let's see if they want to do something about this Deadly Dispute. Oh, nice. Okay, got the X Death, which is good. Okay, still end step. Go to my turn. All right, so we would have to tap out for prime time. I'm going to go with X Death here. See if they have some sort of counter spell. Okay, cool. I'm in game 3. I'm weary of I forget what it's called. It's the 2 in a blue, the one that we got played against earlier. The 2 in a blue, and then you exile stuff, or you surveil, and then you counter if they. I'm not explaining it well. I think I actually will use the Chocobo kick here. So we're gonna go on the Grand Pulse. We're gonna try to kill the Ahiram, and I could wait to do this, but I want them to use interaction now, maybe a counter spell, maybe a removal spell, before we also have Sephiroth's intervention in hand. That helps a lot. See, like, this is fine. Oh, it's bottom or top? I'll put on the bottom. I don't think I want to draw that again. See, I'm definitely glad we did that, because what would have happened is maybe they don't have counterspell. We would have played prime time, and then with the trigger on the stack, they could have done that, put on the bottom, and then we don't get our lands. Like, we don't search our deck, so that way it doesn't get shuffled. So now I don't feel great, but I feel a little bit better about slamming up prime time here. But first, I'm going to attack for 2, or 3, rather. Interesting. I'm okay with this. Oh, I see. They're just going to sack draw a card. Oh, if you sack draw a card, that's less chances. That's less chances you'll be able to counter. All right. Okay, time to pray. Come on, prime time. No counterspell. They always have priority because of the boy. Perfect. Excellent. Very, very nice. Okay, we're going to search for a couple of lands, town, and we're out of towns. Let's get our mountain, and then we'll play this guy. Okay, excellent. So we still have to worry about the Hiram. Oh, okay. They're just gonna do that. That's fine. So tap down, not a big deal. We still have our X Death that they have to worry about. Now they have Lock Coal. I don't like that either. I may just kill it. Ooh, Omega. Omega's super great here. Yeah, let's play that. So we'll do this. And they didn't have a counterspell last time, so I imagine they won't have it this time. Okay, tap this down. Gain 5. They're probably gonna sack it, draw a card. They probably don't want me to gain 5 life here. Oh, hexproof? Sure. It's pretty good. Okay. Well, I'm alright just passing here. I'm willing to trade Lock Coal for my X Death. I think that's fine. And then next turn we basically just get to Sephiroth's intervention, the Ahiram. And then it is a close game for sure. They've had pretty good interaction. Magic Damper, of course, being kind of like a shore up variant. Okay, they're just going to slam in. That makes sense. All right, well, we're just going to get in there. Pass the damage? Cool. Totally cool with that. Totally fine with that. All right, let's do this now to get lands out of the deck. and then put a counter on our Omega. Do you have something here? What do you have, opponent? Oh, is it another ice magic? Yikes. Okay, cool. No ice magic. I don't think it really matters. Just grab another forest. Put a counter here. So we got a 9/9. It's pretty good. Okay, what do you have? What do you have? Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. Let's just hit them. So this is a 3-turn clock, unless you have something. Sephiroth's Intervention. Well, I'm gonna Sephiroth's Intervention you back. Yeah, I didn't think they want to sacrifice their Wyvern. Okay. Well, we're just sitting here. Unfortunately, they have the threat that will kill me in 4 turns. No follow-up. They play like a big 6-drop. It's kind of over. You know, it'd be great. Poo-poo UFO. That'd be great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not a threat. It's just a little guy. We're going to just get smacked to death by this Dragoon's Wyvern. Oh, I forgot to make the change. I was supposed to swap the Fat Chocobo for another Omega. Whoopsies. Ooh, another X-Death. Okay, that's perfect. It increases the clock. Or rather, it decreases the clock for my opponent. I mean, it's not great, but it's something. And if the opponent keeps flooding... Oh, side quest? Uh-oh. Alright, they get to blow it up. And then if they kill stuff, get treasures, and they can flip this into a real threat. And I don't like that. Oh, Grand Pulse. Whoa. Wait a minute. Grand Pulse is kind of sick, actually. Do this. I think I will play the land out now. Can I like double? Can I double this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, not even close. So maybe I shouldn't have played the land. What's my best draw? Deadly? Oh, I already drew Deadly Dispute. I basically just need something to deal with this Wyvern, or it's going to kill me next turn. I'm only hitting for 7. I'm only hitting for 7 damage next turn, so not enough. You can't be thinking about killing my Grand Pulse, can you? We just need to draw an answer to the Wyvern this turn. Otherwise, we lose. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Seems like they have a kill spell and they're thinking about killing the Grand Pulse. I think their life total's high enough. Oh, Gaius? Sure. It's another creature. So each player sacks a... I mean, I imagine there's... Wait, what? What are they doing? Creature... Okay, they're just playing 4-mana 3/2. That's fine. That's reasonable. And we die. Okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright. So, did they have counterspell? So I didn't see any counterspells. So I'm not gonna... And that one counterspell, the 2 in a blue, is an uncommon. So I'm not gonna be super concerned with that. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else that I want? I mean, yeah, we had quite a few. They seem to have a lot of kill spells, so the Evil Reawakened is not bad either. Maybe that can come in. Maybe over another Fat Chocobo. I actually don't completely hate this idea. Yeah, I just have a feeling the Fat Chocobo is not what we want. Maybe this was the correct... It's very possible that this was the correct build the entire time. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But I definitely think 2 Fat Chocobo was wrong. That did not seem like this was the deck for that. Okay, anyway. We'll go first. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. So, obviously we need to hit land 3, but we get to play our Grand Pulse. And then if we hit any land, we're off to the... Ooh, okay. It's technically like, quote unquote, a 3rd land. The Gubu Gardener, if they don't deal with it. And then we go Fenrir into Reach the Horizon. Profit? Question mark? Oh, perfect. All right, let's hit him for 1. Okay, it seems like they have an ice magic, which they're not going to waste it on the Grand Pulse, and they're definitely not going to use it on Fenrir. Perfect. Okay, so let's get a blue, because that's the only color we're currently missing. Although I could get... No, you know what? I'm gonna get a green, because green is more important in the short term, and we have Reached the Horizon, and we could just get a blue source anyway. So I'm not actually that concerned. Okay, a Hiram. Okay, X-Death. Ooh, X-Death's nice. I want to be mana efficient and play Reach the Horizon. Actually, yeah, I'm probably being greedy by not doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna let this stick around. I could like attack, but I think I care more about the card draw. If I had drawn like a land, we could have gone Gubu plus Bard's Bow, and I wouldn't have been unhappy about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this. So we're gonna get blue-green and red-green, I think. How are we doing on black? We're doing fine on black. It's fine. Just get these. And then I guess I'll attack with the Grand Pulse. I probably should have done that first, because they're never blocking. Oh my god, they're blocking. That's weird to me. Oh, okay. I don't know. I figured this was just free damage. My opponent's legitimately thinking about this. Okay, I'm surprised they even thought about that for a moment. Okay, 4 mana. Gaius. Okay. Each player sacrifices enchantment. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. So I don't get my card draw, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not gonna Evil Reawaken to Fenrir. I mean, I can, but I don't want to do that. So I think we just go X-Death, Bard's Bow, and then we have a couple of threats. This is definitely a little tricky. We definitely just need to draw a big bomb. That's what we need to do. Okay, we know they have removal spells. Dragoon's Wyvern. That's what killed us last time. Eventually, you know. But at least we have a Reach Defender to deal with this whole mess that we're dealing with. Okay, if they're just going to do that, I'm happy to take it. Whoa. Okay. I'm probably just going to trade with the Grand Pulse here. Interesting, just hold back. Okay. If they have an Ice Magic, they can kill the Bard's Bow token, which is annoying. It looks like that's what they're going to do. They're looking at it funny, you know? Oh. They're just doing that. I'll trade with the Grand Pulse. That's fine. Okay. All right. I might get aggressive here. We'll see. Okay. Ooh, Chocobo Kick. Chocobo Kick's kind of nice. Because it kind of forces a removal out of their hand. So, yeah, let's do this. So let's return a land to our hand. We'll have this deal damage to a Hiram. Bounce this back. So now even if they -2/-2 it still kills the Hiram. And then if they have Ice Magic, this gets them to use it on X-Death rather than the Bard's Bow token. Or they could just let their Hiram die. Magic Damper, sure. It only gives it hexproof, so I think I'm okay with that. Play this. I'm okay swinging out here. I'm okay with the trade. They could also just take 6. Perfect, okay. Let's play Gubu Gardener. Okay, so now I'm kind of wishing this was a Fat Chocobo, but I don't know, it just felt like on average we would want the thing, you know? Oh well. I mean, it's okay. We're going to draw a big bomb. And then we're going to play it. It's going to give us value. Wow, they're using their sleep magic on X Death. I think that's a good sign for me. Okay, I'm going to get smacked for 4, but we're like slamming for 3 back. And they're at 12 and I'm at 21. So it's not actually that concerning. We have so many good cards we can draw. That is definitely not one of them. All right, let's just get in with both. Might as well. Because this 1/3 is not blocking anything. Okay, I assume they're going to sack draw. Do I want to get back Grand Pulse? At this point, yeah, kind of. Like, kind of. Maybe I get back to the Fenrir just to like get a land out of the deck. No, you know what? I think it actually is Grand Pulse here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because yeah, then we could pump it up. This is actually like a legitimate threat right now. Okay, and then we play this land. So now next turn we can turn this into a... Well, okay. We spend 8 mana to make it a 4/4. But like, it's not bad. In this board state, it's a 4/4. Okay, there's the ice magic. Well, wait. Now we just equip Bard's Bow to the Gardener. Oh, Jesus. All right. Whatever. See, that's weird to me. Okay. Another X Death is cool. Oh, I can also get rid of that one. That's nice. Okay, I think this is pretty clear. So we're gonna equip here to the Grand Pulse. And then we're gonna go to combat, attack, because we need to apply the pressure. They're gonna sack draw 100%, which gives us the opportunity to play our second X Death. And I would like to keep the new one, gain 3 life points. All right, these flyers are definitely annoying, but now we have a lot of pressure on the board, and they don't have, like, they're gonna have to trade off this Ahiram at some point. Little Pac-Man looking thing. Basically, though, if opponent plays a big bomb, we're in a little bit of trouble. But on the flip side, if we play a big bomb, we're definitely doing great. Oh, okay, this is nice. So they're gonna hold back on the with the Hiram, just use it to block. All right, let's see if they have a follow-up. I really hope they do not. Oh God, they're just gonna draw 4 cards. All right, well, time to act. All right, I think we just equip to Gubu Gardener and swing out here. We need to apply the pressure, and we just need to diversify the threats. So like, yeah, you can block here. I don't know what you block. It really doesn't matter. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, block the Grand Pulse. Oh boy. This is, yeah, I think that's just game lost territory. I mean, my opponent has 8 cards, 7 cards, 6 cards, whatever. Okay. Yeah, they get to find, they basically just get to tutor whatever they want from the deck over 2 turns. Like, it's definitely not over, but the game is certainly slipping. Okay, we have good top decks. We definitely have good top decks. We have Omega. Omega would be pretty sick. We have either of the dinosaurs. Those were definitely our best draws. I also would not mind a Deadly Dispute just to try to draw more, although I don't really have something I want to sack at the moment. Like, oh God, they just put like 2 really good cards in their graveyard. That's not good. Okay, are they gonna hit? I'm assuming they're gonna smack me for 4. They're not smacking. Okay. What the heck? Interesting. So maybe their hand is not that good. Ooh, poo poo UFO. Wait, that's actually good. All right. Anyway, we're just gonna go combat, and then we're gonna attempt to smack them. Yeah. Okay. Sure. It's fine. You have something else? Sure. Give it a power boost or something. Oh, is it Vincent's limit break? Oh God, oh, that's really bad. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're just gonna play this boy, equip this boy to this boy, and then we have a giant UFO. It's ginormous. It can actually hit like a truck too. This thing will hit for 7. So it's a forced block. No, don't kill it. Don't look at it like that. The fact that they obviously have Sephiroth's intervention. Yikes. This is very unfortunate. Wow, they're flashing back resentful revelation. This is our opportunity to come back. We can do it. Come on, UFO. Come on, UFO. The little UFO that could. You can do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. Jeez, we still have 8 lands left in the deck. That's actually that's a high likelihood of drawing one. 8 out of 21. Oh well. If we draw it, we draw it. I mean, we're due for a prime time at some point, am I right? Okay, opponent's really tanking on this one. Wow, those are 2 more removal spells. What the heck? Opponent's hand must be complete gas. Oh my god, it's another land. I hate this game. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, block. Okay. Jesus. All right. This is so funny. Like, they obviously have removal because they wouldn't have thrown like 4 removal spells into the bin if they didn't have something. There, jeez. Finally. The suspense was killing me. All right, they probably have a big follow-up here. Oh my goodness. This is unreal. Again, like I said, it's kind of a high likelihood, but man, this just sucks. I'm pretty sure they have a counter spell in hand too. Like, they can probably counter whatever. Holy moly, this is so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is a very unreal amount of flood. Ugh. All right. I mean, we know they have the counter spell, so it doesn't even matter if we play this, and they for sure have counter spell here. Like, they wouldn't have tanked for so many turns with nothing. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Ah, so unfortunate. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. All right. I mean, we got the solid 2-1. I think that's totally reasonable for this deck. I think we definitely made a couple little mistakes with the deck build portion. Like, this should be here. We should take this out, and then maybe have the evil reawakened. I guess I could have also cited a Nature's Claim actually versus the 2 in a blue enchantment removal thingy. But overall, I'm happy with a 2-1. Totally fine record. I thought the deck was pretty sick. Poo Poo UFO did nice amount of work. We had some card advantage, removal spells, ramp, big stuff. Yeah, obviously we flooded out really badly in that last game, but it's just gonna happen sometimes. All right, thanks for watching.